Hey YouTube, this is PowerBreaks and I'm back with another LEGO Megazord review. And today we will be taking a look at the Shinko Sentai Lifesaver line, or the Power Rangers Rescue Force. We have 5 beautiful Zords. We have the Red Lion, the Blue Dolphin, Black Shepherd, Green Deer, and the Pink Harpy Eagle. All of these are absolutely humongous and they are really nice Zords. I cannot wait to show you what they're made of. They're super dense, highly detailed. Some are more articulated than the others, but other than that, these are some really cool Zords and I cannot wait to show you what they're all about. So first we are starting off with the Red Lion, and this is a big, beefy lion Zord. This is really cool. It's based off of Gal Lion mixed with the Red SPD Zord, I would say. Really nice. So we got some gold on the front of the face. We got a black nose, silver fangs. The mouth does open and close, which is nice. There's a slight head tilt. Really digging that gold mane right there. Alongside the sirens that sit on top. There's a lot of black. There's red. There's gold. There's silver. Just a really nice color scheme going on here. And honestly, this is top of the line when it comes down to animal Zords. Now, all of the Zords do have a beast form and a hybrid form. Or vehicle form, I would say. Vehicle form, I mean. Yeah, so there's 2 modes for each Zord. Really nice. And I've actually done this for the entire wave. Not the entire wave, but most of the 2 sets out of this new wave have these interchangeable modes. That's this and the Wolftron, or the Howlstorm Megazord. So you guys are going to see about that. It's a really cool Zord, and this wave is practically based off of vintage Sentai. So yeah, we're going vintage for this this wave. But anyway, this is the Zord. So the articulation, it can move. Its legs, you can see they bend all the way back. He does have wheels on the legs for the car form. There are ratchets. Very snappy, clicky ratchets. They're so clicky that it might even make the joint pop out of the socket. That's how clicky they are. As you can see, they are the same on both sides. Super clicky ratchets. You cannot go wrong. So yeah, that is the Lion. Now let's get him into his car mode, which is really cool, the vehicle mode. So what we're gonna do first, pull the head off, rotate it. We're gonna stick it on the back. There's a clip. You see the clip, there's the bar. Plugs in just like that. Alright. Now we get this part of the car. We get the wheels, or the front legs. And we're going to rotate and kind of like position them. So they're going to close in like that. Really like this. They're supposed to close in like that. Okay. As you guys can see, we get this leg. Rotate it. And then we're going to rotate. Make sure everything is lined up perfectly for this car mode when I'm transforming this. You gotta make sure it's lined up just right. It does take a little bit of finagling, so once you get it done, it is pretty nice. But I believe I put the lion head on wrong. See, I just popped off a piece. Fooling around with it. Fix this right here. There we go. So it's gonna sit up like that. And then this part of the car, tail, like that. And this is the Leo Cruiser. So this is the Lion in the vehicle mode. It rolls very nicely. Whoops. it rolls very nicely. Do not pay attention to this going on right here. The lion face sticking out of the back of the vehicle. It's supposed to be facing this way, like that. You guys are supposed to see all the sirens and all that. So yeah, this is the pretty cool car mode. I would say I just wasted 4 minutes of your time to show you guys this awesome car. So let's take a look at the next Zord. So the next Zord is the Blue Dolphin, and it looks really, really cool. She's absolutely beautiful. This is a really, really cool blue Zord because, for one, it's based off of the Ninja Storm Dolphin. Two, it's metallic as hell. Look at this thing. It is coated in gunmetal gray. It is so beautiful to see this Zord in such a colorway. And we have the red and blue siren. We got the gold eyes, the black going all throughout the middle. You got some black stripes right there, some metal on the sides, white. This is a beautiful set, and this set is a grail, and it's taken me months to want to review this. I didn't want to tear this down at all. I've been holding on to this for a very, very, very long time, and it's been almost 9 months. That's how bad I didn't want to review this, alongside of the other Zords that I now built. I don't know how long I'm going to take to review those, but I'm going to get them out as fast as I can. But regardless, this is the Dolphin Zord. The flippers are articulated. They are on a ball joint. They rotate. Pretty simple. Nice detail. Just giving you guys a quick little zoom in so you guys can see what it is that all of these are about. The back of the tail does articulate itself, so it does get a little bit of the dolphin motion, and it just looks really, really cool when you get a good look at it. Really, really nice. Really, really nice. All right, so popped up something that's very common in my videos. Now, when it comes to the vehicle mode, this is definitely 1000% taking inspiration from Ninja Storm. Okay, so I would have there's two modes for the vehicle mode. Okay, there's land and sea, because obviously this has to get to the water. So how does it do that? Before we get to that, I'm gonna just jump straight into the sea. So I'm gonna fold these up like that. Whoops. Sorry guys, fold this up. And this is supposed to be the speedboat form. So it's supposed to get in the water and drive really fast like a speedboat. Like a police speedboat. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen that before. That's what this is. It can also dive under like a submarine, but we're just talking speedboat. So this would be the speedboat form. Now there is another form I do want to show you guys, or I should say mode. We get the wheel section that I created for it. You guys can see it's a simple little wheel form. I plug this onto the bottom of the Zord, and then I like to fold these up same way I just showed you guys, and I just go like this with the tail. I'll just leave the tail alone. So this is the land form, and it rolls around pretty freaking well. It looks nice. It doesn't look bad at all. Really nice sword. It definitely is. I think that looks better. Yeah, but this will be what takes it to the land, and then once it gets to land, it like stations off. This part comes off and it lets it off into the sea. And, you know, it chases whoever's in the water whenever needed. Yeah, that there is the blue Zord. Alright guys, so next up is the Black Shepherd. Now if you guys have watched Power Rangers SPD, then you would know that he absolutely resembles Rick, okay? This is a really cool Zord. It's one of my favorites. He also is based off of the Go Onger Black Zord, or the RPM Black Sword, another Shepherd. But yeah, he's supposed to be a black German Shepherd. Really cool cop aesthetic. Just look at his face. Super sleek, gunmetal gray nose. You got silver fangs. The mouth does open. As you can see, it's on a hinge. It's like a hinge right here. The jaw. So it's a pretty solid head. The head does move up and down. It is articulated on a ball joint, so it can move a full 360-degree rotation, which is sweet. The legs are also articulated on the ball joint, full 360, and there is a bend at the knee. All right, that is sweet. It didn't get no better than that. Same for the back legs. It's not a ratchet, but it is a ball joint, 360, and there is a bend at the knee. So you can get all of your doggy articulation. There's also tail articulation. So it's on a hinge. It can also wag, which is pretty cool. Nice to see it have some dog action. It can tuck his tail almost. Obviously, if it's scared, but I just popped it off. That's something that I always do. I don't know why do I keep doing that all the time. But regardless, guys, his tail works. Two beautiful sirens on top. You can't go wrong with that design. There's some gold on the sides of the dog, which looks really, really good. And honestly, I cannot complain at all about this design. This is probably one of the best looking Zords in the set. They're all really good. That's the thing. They're all pretty good to me. I based them off of some of my favorite things, so it's a win-win, honestly. But this is definitely one of those ones. So to get him into his vehicle mode, what we're going to do is we're going to fold up the tail, then going to keep the head straight like that. We're then going to get his legs, and we're going to fold them backwards. Same right here. Get the legs and fold them backwards. Get the front legs, bring them forward, and we're kind of just folding everything up to create the vehicle mode, which is really simple, guys. Like, it's not as complex as the Lion, which does take a little bit of folding and elbow grease, but once you get all that done, you should have this dog vehicle. All right, it's supposed to be like some police car, obviously, but it's a dog. And it looks pretty good. All right, now getting it rolling, I do have to position all the wheels, but for the most part, it's gonna roll. You guys can see it rolls pretty nicely. I think this is a really good Zord. This looks freaking awesome. This is a really awesome Zord. So yeah, guys, it rolls pretty well. That is pretty much it for the dog. Let's go into the deer. Okay, so here is the deer. Now, this is one of my favorites too because it's green. But not just it being green, it's a green deer just like Gal Deer. If you guys know about Gal Ranger or Power Rangers Wild Force, this is based off of that deer Zord. And on top of that, the whole color scheme for the team is predominantly SPD, which is nice. You got the white with the metallic color, some gold, and then you also have the Rangers color, which is the green here. Really, really nice details here, guys. Just get a good look at it. It's actually the spitting, it's not the spitting image of the dog, but they are very similar. I'm pretty sure that you guys might know that these guys have a very similar function to become something, but they gotta have to be arms or legs. And when they're identical, you can tell that they're gonna be something that's parallel to one another. Really, really nice design. So fully 360 on the legs. There's also a bend at the elbow. I mean, not the elbow, a bend at the knee. Then the same thing is on this side, 360, bend at the knee. As you can see, you can also bend forward. Yeah, that's for transformation purposes, but still, it works. There's nothing wrong with a little bit. Come on, there we go. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of transformation. Of course, there's no tail, just a little poop shoot. All right, that kind of gave away what it's supposed to be, but honestly, who cares about the mystery these days? It's going to be a leg. Now, the head, it is articulated. Get a closer look at it. All right, I got to zoom out a little bit because these things are really big, guys. Like, these are some huge Zords, and I got to make sure that they could fit in camera sometimes. They're not super, super huge, but they're definitely Sentai huge. Like, if you were to compare these, if there was an American version, you would definitely compare them and you could tell the difference. These things are humongous. All right, I'm trying to get a shot with the antlers so you guys can actually see them. But I just got to grab the camera and show you. So yeah, they are gunmetal gray. They're fully metallic. Nice, nice, nice. All right, so getting him into the vehicle mode is actually just as easy as the dog. We're gonna fold up the legs like so. And this is the easy part, honestly. Once this part is established, the vehicle mode is practically done. It takes little to no effort at all just to get this guy in his vehicle mode, which is good because the lion, there's nothing wrong with the lion though. All right, bring the head down. Now this is where I can change it up a little bit. So it can look like this and it'll be fine. This is a great vehicle mode. It still rolls everything. But what I like to do is I actually like to fold these backwards, and it just makes it look a little sleeker. You see what I mean? It makes it look a lot sleeker with the deer head in the front, because they're supposed to have the animal head in the front. It's supposed to be Go Andra-esque, except for the lion. The lion doesn't really have that feature, but you can see what I mean here. It looks pretty cool, right? It looks a lot sleeker. So either option really works. It doesn't really matter which one I necessarily go with, as long as I like the design. That's all that really matters. So let me know what you guys think. You guys want the horns up or down? And last but not least is the Harpy Eagle. This is the Pink Ranger Zord, and it's really, really pretty. There is a lot of silver. There's gunmetal gray. You see the red and blue sirens. You got some gold feet, black accents. Really, really nice Zord. Some translucent pink on the sides of the Zord itself. These huge cannons on top. Siren on the back of the tail. Let me get this in bird position so you guys can actually see what it's supposed to look like. So this is how it actually flies around, like that. And it has these giant cannons that are articulated on a ratchet joint. Whoa, I popped it off. But they are articulated, which is good. The head can look up. Look now. We got, is that yellow or gold? Golden eyes. All right, we got golden eyes on this bird. Overall, really nice. We got a silver stripe, some gold. Just a really, really nice design here. Really cool. It's packing a huge backpack. All right, but I thought it was cool because it gave it a vintage feel. I was going for something modern, but also vintage. Like I was thinking Live Man mixed with Deca Ranger and freaking whatever. All right, it doesn't matter. I was thinking vintage. So usually back in the day when they would make animals Zord, like a lion, a bird, or whatever, they'd have giant cannons on them. So I decided to put giant cannons on it, and it's pretty cool. It fits the aesthetic, and what they turn into, this whole bird itself is actually pretty unique. So let's get it into the jet form, which is pretty easy. All I gotta do is fold this up like that, get these legs, swing them forward, up, like this. I'm just pretty much tucking everything in. As you guys can see, this one is a little loose, so it is gonna keep breaking. Eventually this is gonna break, like that joint is gonna break. I'm gonna have to get a new one. The one right here on this gold foot, it was by Sembo Block, so I was just testing out their products to see how good the quality was. They are good. Most parts are really good, but for this specific set that I did buy, the dinosaur set, that's probably the worst engineered one, and they break the fastest. And you guys can tell, like, you see how many times this fell off? That's telling you already, like, the hassle you got to deal with the loosening of the joints. But other than that, it's still a really good company. Now, it's so simple to make it into the freaking jet form. I don't even think that it requires anything else besides that foot coming off. That is really bothering me. That's probably my only pet peeve, guys. The foot coming off. That probably is a huge problem for me. Let me try to adjust this a little bit, get out the way, so it probably doesn't become much of a problem anymore. All right, let's say that is the jet form right there. So yeah, it's pretty simple. Honestly, yeah, that's all I got to say about the bird. The bird is it's definitely cool. I like it personally, but I think it's the weakest amongst the, no, it's not. The dolphin is, but the dolphin has aesthetic by the look of it. I mean, you know what I mean? But either way, this is pretty cool. This is a nice Zord, and I think that they all came out pretty well. Now that we've seen every single Zord individually, now we can get to the best part of the video, the Megazord. So let's get into that awesome combination. So here is the massive Megazord, and it is absolutely beautiful. I'm so glad that this came out the way that it did. This is a very interesting Zord, I would say, nonetheless. And it's probably one of the first of its kind, especially design-wise. So let's get a deeper look at what it actually can do. So, articulation is pretty basic. You get your full 360-degree arm rotation on the Megazord. There is a little bit of elbow movement right there. As you can see, well, I should say shoulder movement, not elbow. There is a slight bend at the elbow. When I say slight, I mean slight. And there it is. That's all it can do. Can bend down a little bit, but that's as far as it's going. Wrist, there is wrist movement. There is also individual finger. I forgot to show you guys, this also can rotate, but I need to be careful because it does pop off in the inside of there, especially on the other side a lot more. But other than that, there is wrist articulation. It's all ball joint. I can take the sword out of the hand, which does look pretty freaking nice. This is a nice gold blade with some translucent red and some blue. So, fingers. Take a closer look at the Zord's hand. You got the fingers. They are all individual. So that is not a problem. Can't go wrong with the finger articulation. Just 4 fingers, by the way. We're not gonna go 5. That's unless I go super deluxe. Then I do 5. But for this, we'll just do 4. The other side, we have the same amount of articulation, so I'm not gonna go over it. But what I will go over is the sniper. So it has this nice, cool, long sniper with a barrel at the end. Let's get it to focus on the camera. I don't know if it's focusing. Should be able to focus. There you go. You can see the barrel. Take the gun out of the Zord's hand, which, if you ask me, looks pretty freaking nice. Get a good focus on. I can't focus on this thing. It's so weird. Alright. But yeah, this here is the gun. Nice. And it fits right in the hand like it's nothing at all. Just gonna. Alright. I accidentally knocked off the fin. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, anyway, there is no head articulation, but the head sculpt is pretty nice. We do have the antlers and all the pieces of the Zords come together. You have the antlers from the deer, the tail of the lion becoming like the fin on the Zord, and then also the tail of the Harpy eagle, which becomes the actual head. Now, leg articulation, that's probably something that we all want to take a look at, am I right? So here are the legs, some big, buff, beefy, chunky legs. Now, they are articulated, which is great for a Zord of this size caliber. All right, they go all the way up. Yep, it can predominantly hold for the most part. All the way down. Can mostly go all the way back, you can see. Alright, it is pretty heavy. Now, the legs do, we'll do it from this angle, they do open up, and they can rotate, which is nice, and it does it on both sides. So let's just try it out with the black side, just to get another look at that. Okay. The same exact thing on this side right here. The leg is articulated. As you can see, it's pretty heavy. So it will try to kick back down, but other than that, it works really well. I miss when Megazord used to be on shelf, man, and go into the stores and just seeing a nice, awesome Zord. Nowadays, you can't even get that, and that's the beauty of why I do this. Because of the aesthetic. Now, you see what I meant by the arm coming off? That happens. Alright, so if that does happen, all I gotta do is take this off, right? flip this around, that plugs right back on, and then it goes right back into the socket, like so. And it's pretty easy. Honestly, really nice design. This Zord is freaking beautiful. This is a beautiful rescue Zord, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if some knockoff companies were trying to make something like this. But I just popped off the other one. But honestly, who cares? I'm not even going to worry about fixing the other arm right now. The aesthetic of this Zord is just extremely pleasing to the eye. It is absolute eye candy. It is very punchy and vibrant. The first time you're ever going to see a combination of blue and pink like this, that's for sure, if you're talking Power Ranger aesthetic. Overall, really, really nice Zord. I definitely dig this Zord a lot, 1000%. So, you guys let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about this new Megazord? Is it awesome? Is it good? Is it bad? Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. Oh my god. Sorry guys. I'm super tired. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And this is Power Rick signing off. Peace. By the way, it's 2 a.m. This is a mystery box. Not just any mystery box, but a box for my future series of mystery Megazords. I cannot wait to show you guys what's going to be inside of this thing. It's